Assalamu alaikum YouTube, Oni Art here, and I have finally gotten a book that I have been wanting for a long time, and it is everything and much more than all I had hoped for. The book in discussion is The Atlas of Tolkien's Middle Earth by the late Karen Fonstad. This book is a complete atlas of Tolkien's fantastic realm of Middle Earth and covers Tolkien's major works, which are The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and The Silmarillion, and is filled to the brim with detailed maps of the lands that are described in these books. Now I would like to mention a confusion that I had with the different editions of this book. The first edition of this book was first published in 1981, a revised second edition came out in 1991, and a final reissue of this atlas was published again a decade later in 2001. The confusion is based on the names that this book goes by. One edition is called the Atlas of Middle Earth and the other edition is called the Atlas of Tolkien's Middle Earth. Not too world-shaking of a problem, of course, but it did confuse me enough to wonder which book to get. Regardless, through some research I found out that these are pretty much the same books, and this version in my hands here is the most complete version to the best of my knowledge, as it was revised after the complete publication of the History of Middle Earth books, which are edited by Christopher Tolkien. Anyway, this is a great book filled with details of travels and of the lands from the fantasy world of Tolkien and covers the adventures of many of the great characters found in these stories, going into details of even the day-by-day journeys of some of the characters. The book is also filled with expertly detailed maps from the first to third age of Arda, and the maps are drawn according to the rules of a real atlas. The best part of this book is that for each area the history of the land is taken into account. Floor plans and city maps of important locations are included, such as Minas Tirith, Moria, and many more. The book also covers all of the wars and battles that have taken place throughout the history of Middle Earth, presented in glorious detail on how the campaigns took place according to the texts. This book is also a great source of getting some really awesome background lore on many areas of Middle Earth and has loads of interesting information about various things that many people except hardcore Tolkien fans might not be familiar with. For example, if you have ever wondered about the, let's say, origins of the Barrow Downs, the book has you covered as it details the war against the Witch King of Angmar that the men of Westerness waged in the Second Age in the land of Cardolan. Cardolan is the land whose capital will eventually become the haunted land known as the Barrow Downs. This book does not only cover the historical maps and lore of Middle Earth, but also has various maps showing the landforms, climate, vegetation, and even population that are native to the different regions of this world. The Atlas of Tolkien's Middle Earth is a treat and no less for Tolkien fans and people interested in fantasy literature alike, and the book is a perfect companion to the writings of Tolkien and is presented with beautiful looking maps accompanied by expertly written text by a very capable writer who knew what she was doing. The Atlas of Middle Earth makes a welcome addition to my small yet growing Tolkien collection, and I highly recommend this book to anyone who is interested in discovering the rich and glorious history of the fictional universe of J.R.R. Tolkien. I have been Oni Art, thank you for watching, and I really hope you liked this book review. I post new book reviews every Thursday, so please be sure to hit that bell icon to be alerted when the next one is up. Please leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, so that my shenanigans will be a light to you when all other lights go out. Stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell. Oh yeah, I actually ended up finding this in a discarded pile of books on the side of the road. An old man was there selling books, so I just couldn't leave it there. I already have this book, like I have had it since it came out, but come on man, it's the Children of Húrin. It's my favorite tale, J.R.R. Tolkien's all of his works. So I just couldn't leave it right there, So yeah. Actually, it's not in such a bad condition.